Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge. We're back with some dirt action here tonight. The Chop Shop Racing goes down to green here at Volusia Speedway. This is an absolute dream possibility for us over here, and I appreciate everybody being back for a second season. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely thrilling, and I am ready to go again for the second season here for the Dirt Series. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully you're all ready to go. It is the Dirt Track at Volusia. It is a fantastic track out of Barberville, and I am thrilled to be able to be a part of this. And oh man, I thank everybody for tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. We're not live on Facebook, but make sure you follow us on Facebook. Continue to do the best things that you can do out there. Qualifying underway for a lot of the drivers. Thank you to Girth Cunningham for giving us a follow out there on TikTok. I missed that when we rated out yesterday, so much love to him. Or I'm sorry, yesterday. Was yesterday? It wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. Whenever I streamed sometime this past weekend. It is Monday Night Dirt Series action here, and here's going to be what it's about. It is ready to go. ChopShopRacing.net if you want to be a part of this series. And of course, you can check all the links in the description for all the sponsors and all the people affiliated with Chop Shop Racing. And continue to push out. Drilling Signs and Wraps is going to be week one here at Volusia Speedway Park. They're going to be running the super late models here with the open setups. It's one of the first of the series. So they're going to be having to push the boundaries and push what they can do and all the knowledge that they would have on this racing setup. Who's Your Tire giving you all the action as well. There with the Track Racer weather report. 80 degrees on the air temperature, 68% humidity, partly cloudy skies with a 4-mile-an-hour wind. The just under half-mile track is going to be absolutely fun to watch. It's going to be a ton of fun. Starting grid coming up here for all of you, presented by Premier Racing Setups. If you go to PRSSetups.com, you're going to be able to check out what these drivers are. Some of these drivers might be running, and you can get yourself set up today. Use promo code CHOPCHOP15 as we go ready for the grid. It's going to be heat race number 1. Justin Brown, Keegan Brown are going to be your front row. The non-brothers making up that front row. Robbie Milburn and Robert Church are going to be there row number 2. Falcon Smith, Connor Hazel going to make it row number 3. Adam Dollins going to be there row number 4 as we get ready to go around this beautiful racetrack. 10-lap heats, 10-lap Ponzi's, and 50-lap feature for the first race of the season. I'm excited to see what these drivers are going to be able to do and just pretty much see what these drivers are going to be able to put down as far as fast laps go. Track state does reset, so they're going to be burning it down for the rest of the season. We do have a couple of driver cams tonight. First of that driver cam is going to be right here. Robert Church. It was the 5 car you just saw there. Adam Dama in the mix as well. He is going to be up in the top spot. Utilize a little VR action. We appreciate him getting out there and running all of that, and we appreciate everybody. Again, starting grid is ready for heat race number 1. We appreciate all of the drivers and everything. They're going to be ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. Thank you to the RC out there. Is going to be Penguin. Much love to Penguin being out there and knocking it out of the park. Keegan, loved the chat. Much love. I appreciate you. Big love to everybody. 21, 55, 85, 08, 27, 28. Ready to go. Green Flag Racing here at Volusia. It is all about that base. Hard Charger Awards going to come up into the feature. We're going to talk about Alex Thompson, all he does at the Thompson Racing fan. But we are green for 10 laps, presented by Admin Box. Drivers into the corner. Keegan off the pace, Robin to the bottom side. 21 went sideways, up and around. Big crash. But everybody moving forward. 21 rolls the bottom side. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. Justin Brown on the pit road getting reset. Falcon Smith there as well. Keegan Brown out front, down to the bottom side. Big push into the corner. 55. Robbie Milburn rolling as well. There's the 555 out front. Church in tow. 5 there on the bottom side. Trying to push as hard as he can. Tires are going to be a big factor here for a lot of the drivers. Whether the Chris Kyle Frog at number 5 on the bottom side. Digs the corner 14.97. Fastest lap on the circuit so far as these drivers push down into the back straightaway. 3 and 4 is going to be busy with 7 laps to go. You're going to be able to burn the tires off of this car Tires are going to be everything when it comes to the feature. And these drivers do not have a tire change. They do have a fast repair to be able to use, and we'll have to see what these drivers are going to be able to do. Again, get back into the mix for a lot of dirt drivers. Some of the dirt drivers are out there pushing the boundaries of where they can. Robbie Milburn, the 6,000 I-rated driver there, as the 580 stays out of the back bumper of the 5. Big run up into the 55. Keegan Brown gets a shot as Church carries good speed. But here comes the 80 in tow. 4 laps to go, 80 down to the bottom. They'll be door-to-door on corner exit, 80 out of the throttle. Big moment as they go. 5 into the wall, into the upper barrier. Gonna have to reset on the bottom side. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn. Adam Dama's gonna move up to 4th. He is just running the outside lane. 3 laps to go. Connor Hazel on pit road. He had to reset as well. As the drivers go to work. 55. It's a 5:55 of Keegan Brown. 55 on the relative for you there as they push. So 2 to go as you see debris on the racetrack. Robbie Milburn all the way to the bottom side. Final lap. Final 2 drivers. Trying to hold on to it as the 34-31 I-rated driver tries to hold off the 80. Down the straightaway they go. Into 3 and 4. Crossover can happen on the corner. Can the 80 get it? We believe Keegan's going to get the first win, heat win of the series as they would work in. A fantastic run by both drivers. Congratulations to Keegan as Church and Hazel will be 3rd and 4th in this mix. Fantastic run so far. We do have to make an adjustment and a change on my end, so we're going to do that. Back at it again. About the starting grid for heat race number 2 is going to look as such. Michael Taylor is going to be your pole sitter in the 612. We're going to have outside pole sitter Michael Strickland. Nathan Wemhoff with Nick Klosterman is going to be there in row number 2. Retchen and Straight are going to be there in row number 3. Brad Dove there in row number 4. Taking to the pole sitter award, that goes to Stay Tuned Sports. You can check a link out in the description. You can find their YouTube channel. We appreciate Stay Tuned Sports for being a part of it. Stay Tuned Sports talks about everything, and I mean everything sports related, so make sure you go check out their podcast on any podcasting platform out there. We appreciate all the fine folks out there and what they do. We appreciate all of course all the fine folks to help make this happen over here. Hoosier Tire, Klosterman Engraving Design is going to be your they do have 4 crown jewel events. Did I mention that? Yeah, 4 crown jewel events for this series, and those crown jewel events are going to be coming up quick, fast, in a hurry. Hoosier Tire and name in the dirt racing sector. Make sure that if you have a Hoosier Tire near you, you get them. If not, check the link in the description. You be able to check out Hoosier Tire and what they do. Thank you to all of our sponsors. You can see them scrolling on the bottom. At the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to be able to see their logos and everything they do to help us out, including Shop Racing, Zeno Carpets, Materwood Racing, Surge Performance, and the team over there. We appreciate everything that they do. And, of course, and always, we appreciate iRacing for being the platform for sim racing. Surge Performance and iRacing team out there. That is, I like seeing it. How about it? A lot of drivers represent what they have, and we're ready to go. How about it? 612, 88, 48, 26, ready to rock and roll. Tropical depression is deciding to say hello right to you. Your internet started going, oh, man. Oh, that's no bueno, man. I appreciate it. I want you guys to be in the stream, but you can watch it afterwards. There are VODs out there. Green flag, we're at it here as the drivers go to work. 10 laps is what they're going to run here for this second heat race, 6:12:48. And Nathan Wemhoff there in that 3,700 I-rated portion all the way to the bottom side, hooking up. Oh, a little blink out there for Nathan. We're getting storms over here in the Midwest as well. We got a big cell that happened. We had a power outage earlier that made me reset everything in the house. So, you know, kind of has to work. Taylor, 14.62, fastest lap of this heat. Digs and tries to extend. There is Michael Strickland down to the bottom side. 26 rolls into the mid lane. Good battle here for 4th is Stryker and Klosterman. Go, Klosterman on the inside wall. That inside wall is not being kind to anybody. It's Nick Klosterman from the Klosterman Engraving and Designs driver. Gets out there and makes it happen. Look at Admin Box for being a part of the stream and everything that happens out there with all of the Chop Racing crew. If you don't have an Admin Box, I encourage you to find one. Go to with 2x's.com. Make sure you check them out. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for giving us our driver cams. We do have Brad Dove in the mix here today as Brad Dove rolls off fifth. His setup's ready to go for that next sector, and we encourage everybody to get out there and check him out and enjoy it, and try to make sure that we all do what we can to make that happen. So we appreciate everybody, appreciate what everybody is doing, of course, and we thank all of you for being out there. That's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Taylor, full second lead. That was full pucker moment when the 20th. Yeah, what it is, man. Let's go. Dama says, Darren, how are you doing, dear? Love the countdown to green. I appreciate it. Kigo, I'm actually looking for a sponsor for that segment, just so you know. So that way I can I want to shorten up my intros, and I'm adding more elements to it. So we are actually looking for a sponsor for that countdown to green segment. So if you haven't checked that out, folks, I like my countdown to green. We're trying to do more, and we're trying to be the best out there right now. Strickland's still trying to close in that 2.6 second gap, and I think the overlay might be goofed up right now. So let's give a little refresh to that as the unofficial results come in. Taylor, Wimhoff, Strickland, Klosterman, Dove, Straight, Retchen on pit road getting his stuff worked on. So that was a big moment. Big moment. So again, back at it again. We're gonna see what these drivers are gonna be able to do. They are gonna go ahead and run that 2-driver feature. Perfect, man. And that's what we made that announcement on Facebook, folks. We also made the announcement, and there we've had some interest in it, but I wanted to make sure that we always offer it out there to anybody out there who has a small business or anything like that. If you want to sponsor Signature Esports, I encourage you to do so, because we want to make sure that we do what we can to continue to get better, and those are some good things for us. That's for darn sure. So. Retch and Brown, it's going to be the 2 drivers out here. They're going to get down here. They're going to have this little conceit. They're going to have a good little battle, learn a little bit more about the racetrack, and maybe try to wear it in. Those are the good things. Those are the good things that we see. So we appreciate it. What's up? There's the babe out there. Much love to you, dear. Getting out there celebrating the budgie and the Gaff, the ballistic action that is the missus. Dirt racing back in action here on Monday nights as we go. Yeah, 10-lap see a couple of drivers, and we'll see a feature coming up here in just a moment as these drivers continue to push. We appreciate all of you for being out there and all the things that you do, and cameras and all that stuff. We appreciate the driver cams. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm thrilled to be able to do this, and I want to thank not only our sponsors, but all of our family and everybody that allows us to do this, because without them, we wouldn't be able to continue to push forward and continue to have the opportunities to grow our platform, to be able to help leagues such as Chop Chop and all the series that we're doing. We've got a whole bunch of cameras all over the place. We got a whole bunch of monitors, second PCs, all that stuff. We're green. Retchen, Brown. Let's see what they can figure out here. 21-24. Justin Brown to the outside. Momentum is going to be everything for both of these drivers, and we'll see if they're going to be able to run close to each other. Saving tires is going to be absolutely amazing. The storm is bad enough. Power went out earlier. We were freaked our girl out. What's up, Dove? Good to see you. Good racing. About Retchen trying to close in, trying to tighten up that car, getting everybody into the corner. Now, we do have quite a few drivers added this week because, there's still real-world racing going on. Justin Brown, 14.92, his fastest lap so far on the Warrior Ramps 21. You gotta remember to always put yourself in that segment. So Justin Brown and Mark Retchen comes to pit road. He had an issue. He might be getting some of those storms happening there as well. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just lightning. Lightning in the area has been crazy. So Brown's getting some practice in here as Mark Retchen had to jump to pit road, and we'll see what happened to Mark here in just a second. point on exit. We'll see. Oh, he got up into all that marble and put himself backwards on the racetrack. All good. He's good to go. All right, Brown 14.85. Get a little bit faster, a little bit more about this racetrack again. Right now, he could carve a groove wherever he is running. That's what you're going to see carry over into the feature. One of the drivers are going to be pushing in, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Justin has that tropical depression thing. Yeah, that's what he was saying earlier. And if you're out there, you're internet racing with tropical depression around you, well, then, man, oh man, hats off to you, right? Yeah. Well, part of the big portion of it's coming toward us. Jess is keeping up on it for me. That's what I'm saying. White flag, Mr. Brown. He'll redeem himself and make sure that he's going to be good to go. See what these guys are going to be doing here. That's for darn sure. All right, Brown, Ratchet, they're ready to go. They're going to get into a little bit of a warm-up before we get to the green flag event, which is going to be the feature, and we can appreciate everybody. Thank you to all of the drivers who showed up today for week one. Every one of these drivers, my hat's off to you. You have a lot more talent in this whole thing than I do. That's for darn sure. So, but yeah, they're going to do their thing, and we're going to go green flag racing here in about 3 minutes. All right, in about 4 minutes. Much love. Be right back. my vocal cords are warmed up. You guys are awesome. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to each and every one of you. The devil does wear a red dress, and thank you to Baron Gates for giving us all that and everything that we see out there. Much love to you all. There is the biggest pythons in all of iRacing, ready to rock and roll and send these guys into the feature. These drivers are ready to rock, and we're ready to see what they're going to be able to do over the course of 50 laps here for the Chop Shop Racing Leagues. Adrenaline signs and wraps. Super late models tonight as they go. Again, super late models are huge when it comes to finding the speed. Next week, it's going to be the 410 sprints. This league does alternate each week, so you're going to see a whole different slew of drivers. We're going to be ready to go here again. Starting grid coming up here for you tonight. Keegan Brown's going to be your pole sitter for the feature. Michael Taylor's going to be your outside pole sitter. Robbie Milburn and Nathan Wimhoff are going to make up row number 2. Robert Church, Michael Strickland are going to make up row number 3. Connor Hazel, Nick Klosterman, row number 4. Adam Dama, Brad Dobb, row number 5. Falcon Smith, Wesley Strait, row number 6. Row 7 will be Justin Brown. And the Wretched, my Jefferson City neighbor. Hopefully he's seeing good weather out there as well. We'll see what these drivers are going to be able to do. They are ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Green flag racing here in just a couple of laps as they do it. Again, thank you to everybody out there. Make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream and continue to push what we do and continue to give us the best of both worlds when it comes to racing. Keegan Brown, looking pretty darn snazzy as it would be. The 555 out of Falkton, South Dakota. Running his beautiful paint scheme. We'll see Michael Taylor up here as well. Giving it Budgie much love for the 5 months in a row. Thank you for 5 months, Budgie. She's been absolutely legendary. Checked out Budgie and given her a follow and watch the content creators that she watches. You're missing out. Nathan Wimhoff coming around the corner here, the number 48. He is going to look to try to push. Thank you again for the 5 months. Much love to you, dear. I thank you more than you'll ever know. You are a gem in the world that is everything that we do. And I know that my streams are a little bit unique, and I know they're a little bit different to everybody. It's because we're doing iRacing stuff, and we'd like to see our iRacing stuff. Striker Strickland, that's Michael Strickland, for those who don't know. His rookie account. It's an alternate account. You're allowed to do that. I keep resetting because I want to see the driver's stuff load in like it's supposed to. There's Connor Hazel back here. He is part of that old Adrenaline Spike Designs. Adrenaline Signs and Wraps series. But we're green. How about it? Let's go green flag racing here. 50 laps. Let's go, Church. Churchy getting some love from the missus out there. That's going to be her driver today. Church up to 5th. Robert Church into the middle mix. Trying to work on it. We'll go on the nose cam of Mr. Church. He is absolutely rolling right now. Got to change some things about that driver cam scene here. Something's going on with oh, yeah. Ooh, into the back. Hold on to it. 5 lot sideways right there up to 3rd. Brown's going to be back to 2nd. Michael Taylor's going to be your race leader. As all that I know, you can't see Churchy right there, and I'm trying to fix it right now. As we see some things happening there on the bottom right-hand side of your screen there, folks. So I do apologize about that. We're going to change that. Going to change that right there. Hopefully that updates for everybody. Not quite sure the battle positions that are down there. How about we? Nope, that's it. Got to be on the camera, so I do apologize, folks. I'm trying to make sure that I bring everything forward. Not quite sure what's going on there with the driver cams. Let's go to the... there it is. Boom. 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 There it is. Now you can see him. Sorry about that, folks. Got some things all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Brad Dove. Into the second portion of this one. He is working from 12th on forward. Trying to save some of that tire. Adam Dama's going to be right behind him. 1346 on the iRating, working on his racecraft as we speak. And Michael Taylor's going to be out front as they continue to push. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to you all. Again, dirt track at Volusia and the super late models here for Chop Chop Racing Series. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Keegan Brown trying to close back in. Justin Brown up to third, up 10 spots so far. Robert Church down on the bottom side. Oh, caution comes out for the first time here, as we'll see Robbie Milburn have an issue. Caution laps do not count. Just Bro, hey, thank you very much, Budgie, for the gifted sub. It was Mr. Brown out there. I think he had an issue there, and so Mr. Brown gets a gifted sub. Thank you very much, Budgie. Much love to you. One more time. Here's Robbie, 6,000 IRA. Oh, just gets into the wall a little bit, and that car just kind of locks up on the right side, and that will look at that. Stryker's going to be coming off pit road. Milburn's going to be coming to pit road. Dama, the bottom side here, be looking to try to drop in again. Caution laps do not count, so because they do not count, drivers who come to pit road right now should be able to get the car fixed and get it to working in the right direction. Now they do have a lot of onboard things that they can take care of, and we can appreciate it. How about that Hard Charger Award? It is presented by Thompson Racing. You can find a link to his Facebook page. He is a real-world dirt series driver that is trying to make waves, not just in the iRacing world, but on the dirt series sector. Thompson Racing, absolute fantastic guy to the Alex Thompson. Make sure you go give him some love, and we appreciate it. We appreciate everything he does. Thank you very much, Budgie. I appreciate you, as always. All right. Not bad for the first dirt race here. I got to get back into flow. It's dirt racing. I've got a lot of new overlays. I've got a lot of new things that I'm trying to accomplish and do. And we can't do it without the support of everybody out there. So much love. All right. 612.55. I'm sorry, 612 with the 555. Church is going to be in the 5 behind. Justin Brown's going to be there as well. These drivers will go back at it again. Strickland's going to be able to pick up one of those spots, maybe try to get himself a little bit more happening here. Something happened early to Stryker, so he had to jump back in. So he's there for points right now. How about it? Pace truck's in. We're green. Adrenaline Signs and Wrap Dirt Series. Big send by Justin Brown to the bottom side. Justin Brown, Keegan Brown, side-by-side racing into the corner. Brown sends it all the way to the bottom, up 11, trying to push out of the corner. Michael Taylor up front. Here comes the 5,000 I-rated driver into the bottom, nose next to the wall. Corner exit side-by-side as they go. Battle for the lead, 15 laps in, as it would be. Robert Church still trying to hold in. Top 5 night up one spot. Justin Brown sends it forward. 16-50. Keegan Brown to second. Taylor side by side. Oh, Taylor. It's a little net code bump out of that one. 5:55, 6:12. Here comes Church to the backside. Nathan Wimhoff, 37. Oh, caution comes back out. Mark Retchen having an issue. Mark Retchen tight on the corner. See what happens here. He gets in. Oh, he just gets in and in and up into the wall right there. My neighbor, a Missouri neighbor, comes out of there and has some fun. Dama working on it. Connor Hazel into pit road. Had to jump in, I do believe, or had to come into pit road, so he does enter pit lanes. So again, with caution laps not counting, that will change some things. Lots of things. So what's up, Brian Warner Jr.? How you doing, my friend? I want to give a big special thank you to Randy over at National TV Sales and Rental. The man is legendary, and not only is he a big guy, but he absolutely is one of the kindest souls you're going to see out there. He's always asking for advice when it comes to PCs and trying to have that knowledge of what they do, and also is always out there to support Jess and I and what we do in our ventures. So big hats off to Randy. Big hats off to Randy. We appreciate him. All right, we're ready to go. Coming around here with Pace Trucks, going to dive in again. We're going to be completing laps 16 here, I do believe, or completing lap 16 as they go. You have to miss this season. Had some family problems come up. Hey, brother, I hope everything's good. That's what I want to make sure you're good. Hopefully you are good. 2155, 612, 548, 89 Wesley Street up into the mix. Connor Hazel be looking to try to make that happen. As they go, lap 17 will tick away when they cross the big stripe. Here's the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. They call him Barney. I call him Fred. How about Fred the Barney Flag Man? A little Flintstone action for you there as they go back to green flag racing. Justin Brown, Keegan Brown, Michael Taylor. 612 slides. There's the 5 to the back bumper. 5 into the corner. 5 drops in, goes up, and is running that second lane. 48 to the inside. Wim Hof. 3774 sees Wesley straight to the outside. 4889. 89 down to the second lane. 48 up into the dirt. He's up into that dirty portion of that racetrack that has not slicked off yet. And this track has not seen as much wear as you would think. Only seeing the sector be... Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of ground to lose. As right now the 26 tries to hold off. He's going to be 3 wide corner exit. 26, 48 now back double file into the corner. He's going to try a slider here. Brad Dubb down to the bottom side. He's got a big move. Here comes the 80. Or is that the 08? There's the 08. There's Falcon Smith. Going to see Falcon back out there. There's the 80 of Robbie Milburn. Had an issue earlier. Oh, no. Klosterman into Wim Hof. They get into the corner. Wim Hof, he's still fine. They are able to right themselves here. As now the 26, left side damage. We'll see that car roll up on the high side. Strickland having an issue. Comes to pit road. He's fine. He's fine. No caution comes out of that one. Brown, Taylor, 1.5 as Michael Taylor looks to try to push into the corner. We'll see if the 555 can hold off. Justin Brown on the 21 out front. Biggest mover of the race, your hard charger, as they would speak. Having to start from the back because of a clerical error on himself. Trying to close my stream because his stream was causing him to lag out. He's in the middle of a tropical depression, and right now he's trying to make a tornado happen. Brown back to the inside. Good side-by-side battle here with the 555 and the 612. Slider up, crossover move. Big sliders happening. It's a lot of ground lost there for Keegan Brown. Robert Church now in tow, on board as they go. Churchy rolling into the mix. Big momentum as they work. And will be Thompson, 24 to go here as that hard charger award looks strong for Justin Brown. And right now, only 3-second lead as we'll see the 26 up high. Klosterman giving up a little bit of time here. Check out what's going on with Mr. Dama. He is holding on. He is trying to catch up. He's just holding that outside lane. He says, I'm good. We're good. We're gonna hold the wall. We're gonna do what we can. We're gonna keep this car moving forward. He's out there learning with some of the best dirt drivers you're gonna see on Monday nights here as they go. How about Brad Dubb? Still on the lead lap. is still in the lead lap. 9.8 second difference here. He's running relative time, 16.3s to some of the drivers in front of him. So he's going to be a little bit faster than some of the drivers in front of him. Klosterman coming to pit road as this one works. So the 25, look at him crank that wheel. Little Merc on the back as the old 25 rolls that corner. He said he wasn't going to wear a hat, but he did. Justin Brown out front, 3-second lead is now Michael Taylor tries to hold on. Klosterman comes off pit road. We'll be there side by side with the 612. Klosterman, Dama. Same relative lap, but now Klosterman will pull ahead as the 612. Oh, 612 and the 555 get into the good slider for the 612 and the 26. Little lap traffic here happening as right now Keegan Brown goes to the inside. It's going to be a little bit more sideways out of the corner. The runoff's going to go right there to the 612 as these two have a hard battle happening. And Justin Brown in the back goes, yeah, you guys keep going. We're good. 4-second lead, almost 3 3/4 as they would work. We'll see if he's going to have any tire left for the next 17 laps. 50 laps is a big cycle here for this series. Keegan Brown in third. Robert Church holding on to fourth here. Still running the bottom side of the racetrack. He's got a good sight on what's happening in front of him. The dirt action here live on iRacing. It is the platform for sim racing, and I always believe it. Has anybody been paying attention to what's happening with iRacing and Exocross? That's a new game that iRacing is going to be bringing out here very soon. It is planetary racing. What I understand, it's going to be a whole different ball of wax. And right now, 55, big run down to the back straightaway. This is your TV3 almost spotter cam as the 55 tries to search for some grip. 612 to the bottom side. 55, big run off here. Can he get into turn number one? Going to run the high side. 612 up the block. Momentum is everything. 612, 555, Justin Brown. 3, almost 4-second lead here as he carries the quarter. Brad Dove just ahead as Brad Dove looks to try to keep that left front nice and clean. He's got a little bit of left front nose damage. It's probably for under the bottom side of the racetrack, just getting into the wall. The inner wall can be an issue. 21, 25, 21 to the bottom, 25 on the outside, 21 digs, will be in tow as Taylor and Brown go at it here. And this is going to be set up who's going to finish inside the top 3. But don't look now. Church can pounce. He's got a 7-second difference here. Wesley Straight in 5th here. Nathan Wimhoff trying to work his way forward as the 48 off 2 from the start of the race. Brad Dove having an issue. Dove upside down into the wall here. You see the sparks. He needs a bump. Let's see what happened here. Brad Dove right here up on the high side. There's a 21 on the inside. Brad Dove hits the wall. And there's the grindage. There it is, folks. There is that. That's what I would call. That's what I would call it. Somebody clip it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, man. Sparks are flying. That'll be a TikTok tomorrow. That's our first Tony Hawk Pro Skater move of the season. It happens race 1. He's on pit road. He is going to be a lap down to the drivers here as he toes to pit road. Justin Brown, Michael Taylor, Keegan Brown. You know that Justin Brown didn't want to see that. He had a big old giant lead there, and Michael Taylor and Keegan Brown were having a phenomenal battle. Hershey in 4th as Wesley Straight here as well. Nathan Wimhoff, an opportunity here to, if he can get a good restart here, to maybe grab a spot or two. Same concept for Wesley Straight. We call it. That's what we call it. Good Tony Hawk Pro Skater move of the. That's one of my TikTok. That's one of my favorite TikToks. And Stryker did that. It was the I called it the Tony Hawk Pro Skater move. I said give it a rating on there, and folks gave us a rating. I said I gave it an 8 or a 9 or something like that. And then people started sending me more, and then I started reacting. I need to think about live reacts. Green flag. We're back at it. When we're 10 laps to go, single file restarts and precaution were to come out. Here they are. Keegan Brown back to the outside. Was back to the outside. It's going to be all over 48. Big move. Momentum everywhere. 55 getting beat up. Wim Hof trying to close in. Top three. Keegan Brown back to the inside. 9 laps to go. 48.555 side by side. Michael Taylor trying to close in on the 21. 612 there in tow. Down to the bottom. Trying to get down to the bottom side. It's going to be up into the 21. We'll get a little slideways. He's good. He rolls. Keegan Brown trying to hold off the 48. Now the 612 has to go back to work. Justin Brown held his ground and now runs that higher side. Nathan Wimhoff still trying to close and clear. Runs down to the bottom. Big look on the front nose of this car. It's going to be the left front cam as they would be. 48. The onboard. 7 laps to go as Keegan Brown holds on. Nathan Wimhoff back to 4. Church trying to work more. Whoa, Brown, little blink there. He's good. As Churchy gets to the inside of the 80. There's Robbie Milburn trying to work his way back forward as well. Oh, no, Taylor up into the wall. Has to dig back one more time. 89.08. 612 up into the wall. Man, oh, man, here's what happened. Oh, man, the 555 gets into the 612 there. We'll go back to live action. Here's Justin Brown and Nathaniel Wimhoff. Nathan pushing as right now the 80 trying to close in with 4 laps to go. 555. Trying to hold off trying to get around the 48. There's Robbie Milburn and the number 80. Keegan Brown back to 4th. Tire saving everything. Justin Brown out front. 2 1/4 right now. It's Keegan Brown trying to finish on a podium here. 48 trying to take the lane away. 80 to the inside. 555 down to the bottom as the 80 goes to second. Keegan Brown getting beat up a little bit here, but Nathan Wimhoff to the outside. Robbie Milburn, 2 laps to go. Justin Brown coming around 3 and 4. He's going to come around. He's going to do it. He'll take it. White flag waves. Final lap, week 1. Volusia has been exciting. As now we're starting to see where the battles are going to be right here in second and third. Brown extends, but here comes the 48 and the 80. 48 to the outside. Brown's going to win it here. Milburn, Wimhoff, then Keegan Brown will finish in 4th. Michael Taylor will finish in 5th as these drivers finish up. And Justin Brown will win it here as Volusia comes to a close. What a fantastic race that was for week number 1. And every one of these drivers showcasing their skill, different setups, different race lines, different everything that they have. Thank you to Hoosier Tire. Thank you to, of course, and always, Klosterman Engraving Designs. Thank you to Adrenaline Wraps and Signs. And thank you, of course, to Chop Shop Racing and Thompson Racing. Biggest move of the race? Well, we're going to show the feature results here. It'll be Justin Brown. He's going to be your biggest move of the race from the back to the front. And he had to start back here for a reason. He had an awful heat, but he rebounded and did well, was fast throughout this race, able to extend as the drivers behind him battled. Robbie Milburn will finish second. Wimhoff will be third. Keegan Brown, Michael Taylor, your top 5. Church, Smith, Straight, Dove, Klosterman's going to be your top 10. Dama Retchen, Hazel, and Strickland. The final drivers' field will be bigger next week for the sprints, as they would. We're going to talk to, of course, the top 3. So stick around for the driver interviews, folks. You don't want to miss what they have to say. That's for darn sure. And that's how we'll do it. We're going to bring him up. He's going to be your winner. He's going to be the victor. He's going to be the feature and hard charger. That is Justin Brown coming home in victory lane. Had a strong car all night. Had to work through some things from having to close my stream because the old intranet was doing bad things to you out there. Congratulations, first and foremost, to walk me through this one.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I usually can do this without having to turn towards a wall. But whenever storms come where I live, internet starts going to crap. I'll be mid race. I'll have to close over close streams, and we got that tropical depression that the very edge of it is wanting to hit us. And I noticed ping was at 1,000. I moved over, and my arm just slowly drifted to the left, right onto the wall.
Yeah,
Uh, unfortunate.
we do that too sometimes.
Unfortunate, but I knew I had speed, so I knew I could make my way through. I was gonna take my time, but it just kind of things kind of fell my way to get up a little faster. So when I got the lead pretty early, I knew I could set a good pace, and it'd be hard for anybody to keep up with me. Um, Track was not too bad. I would have rather we had a more slick track earlier on in the race instead of it being kind of hammered down for a lot of it, but it is what it is. Maybe we get more cars next few weeks. It'll start being a little bit better on the track states.
I think that's from what I saw on the roster, you guys are missing probably about half the field, and there's a lot of real world racing going on right now. There's a lot of people that are, getting out of their weekend coming in. So I know that we'll see some more drivers coming in soon, especially with the way that this season works with the alternating weeks. What do you think of that dynamic? I mean, I've called a lot of races with you in it, and but this is my second season with an alternating car. So,
I'm excited. I'm excited. And now, granted, next week I won't be here because I'll be working that day and I work 24-hour shifts. But then the next two, I'll make those. So I'll get the 410s 3 weeks, but I won't get to work race at Lima Land. But I'm not great in sprint cars, but I think I can handle myself in them a little bit. And I've wanted to race them a little bit more, so I'm kind of excited to get some more laps in them and run some races with those. We'll just have to see how it goes, though.
it worked out nicely tonight. Phenomenal run, hard charger, and just pretty much everything that you had to work through out of it. I liked the battles that were going on behind you when they were battling, especially when the caution was the caution comes out. You're like, what did you go? Oh no, or did you go? Okay.
I was hoping for a caution a little earlier just to kind of group up again, but at the same time, I was setting such a fired up pace that if we didn't have a caution, there was no way anybody could catch me, even if I did burn my tires up.
Right.
But when we fired off after that restart, Michael was with me, so I was kind of like, maybe I used a little too much tire up. But then I think he thought I was gonna run a little higher in 3 and 4, came into me a little bit, but I was just running right through the middle where some of the moisture was sitting at, as I had been for a while, and it worked. It kind of screwed him up a little bit, but then I started hitting the bottom 1 and 2 again, and I just kind of kept adding a couple tenths every lap. These CFM setups are just on kill, and this was from week 1 of this season, so it was definitely still pretty new, and it runs pretty good.
Well, it showed up, man. That was exactly what you needed to do, and exactly what happened for week 1. We'll miss you next week, but we'll look forward to seeing you in week 3. Justin, give you shout outs, man. You got a victory here in the first race of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Warrior Wraps, Warrior Racing, CFM Setup, Sweet Victory Apparel, my wife for allowing me to have a hobby. Everybody that puts this on, the Chop Shop, Adrenaline, all them, you for streaming in it, and that's about it.
Brother, we will see you when you get back. Good luck next week, and it's going to be exciting to see what these guys do. Maybe you could tune in whenever you're under 24.
Oh yeah, I'll tune in and watch, but I'll definitely be here for the next super race though.
It'll be awesome, Mr. Brown. We'll see you again.
Dude, have a good night.
That's him. That's the victor. He comes home in victory lane. We'll talk to your P2 finisher, who's going to be Robbie Milburn. I am saying that correct, right?
Yes, sir.
I like it. All right, brother. You had a day. I was trying to focus in the all of the battles that were going on. It was such a good battle going on second and third, but I kept my eye on that relative and every little tick and every little thing that you had to deal with. I had basically back of the field to the front of the field a couple of times.
Yeah, it was an adventure. Started third, then knocked my wheel off just by trying to get a drink of water, and then kind of got up towards mid pack again and got a push and kind of got tagged and sent to the back again. And then I was praying for a yellow. So that yellow at the end, I'm like, okay, I think if there's a yellow, I think I can make some moves, and I was able to.
Man, sometimes you have to be on rails with this car, and Justin said that he kind of wanted a little bit more slicked off racetrack. What was your thought process in that tonight?
Yeah, I'd agree. I usually prefer a slicker track because you kind of have to search around and find lanes, and it kind of separates the guys that can just put it at the floor and find the lane. Well, put it at the floor and run the optimal lane over the other guys who can find some lanes here and there. So I definitely agree. I wish it was a little more slicked off. It's kind of getting pretty racy at the end, so I wish we could have got it a little more slicked off, but it wasn't too bad.
I thought what we were seeing there, and when we saw a lot of drivers that were trying to search for that higher lane, but there was still a lot that was still up in that upper groove. I mean, it slowed cars down. I mean, yeah, we watched cars go into the corner if they got up into similar to real life dirt racing. If you get up into a ton of tack, then you you go to almost a dead stop.
Yeah. I had a little bit of trouble. Well, I think it was about mid-race, but I don't know if it was more that I was having trouble or if it was just a lot going on with me. But yeah, if you got too high, the car would just push, and if you entered the wrong way or tagged the wall, the car would push. But I mean, that's the way it's always been for Volusia. I usually love it whenever the low line comes in. You can kind of just cruise around the bottom, and I found that late, and that's how I got up to second place.
I like watching that low line because everybody wants to put their nose directly on that wall, and you hear like little scrapes, and it's such an awesome experience. I can't even go into the nose cam on that because then it clips through, and it's it's a great experience to watch those kinds of things happen.
Yeah, and it's weird that I like the low line here, and I'll say this: it's one of my worst tracks, so I'll definitely take a second. But it's weird that I like the low line because you'll probably find out as the season goes on. I'm always going to try to make the top side work, even when it doesn't. I'll always be up there. But no, it's an all right race. But like you said, it was quite the adventure for me. Front, back, front, back, front, back, and at the front at the end.
Everything in between. That's exactly what it is. But a P2 finish tonight, Robbie. Much love, man. Congratulations. I like my Monday night dirt racing leagues because they get it. One, they get it over quick, fast, in a hurry. But because you guys are, I mean, you're driving as fast as you can with this high horsepower cars, and it was a good watch today. Even with 14 cars, which I know that they have more registered, and there's more people coming to this series. So it'll be interesting to see. I think Justin was correct in that statement that more cars means more wear.
Yeah. Usually more cars, more wear. The track got slicker than what I thought it would tonight, just with 14 cars though. So yeah, more cars, more wear, and more cars doesn't always mean better racing, but
Right.
more cars is more wear.
The wear can be, well, it can be a wherewithal. That's what it is. All right, Robbie, give your shout outs, man. You get a P2 finish tonight.
Oh yeah, first and foremost, you for broadcasting it and all the guys with Chop Shop putting it on. It's my first time ever here. It's pretty smooth. Everyone was real professional, so I'm a big fan of it so far. And then my personal team, Kamikaze Motorsports, KMKZ Media. I think he's putting the best cars, the best wraps out in iRacing right now. So check him out on Facebook, or if you need photos done. And really, just everyone is a real calm. There's no one yelling and screaming. It's real refreshing for the dirt side of iRacing.
Well, I will tell you what, they take that stuff pretty seriously on this in this league, and I'll be the first to attest that we've been able to say, hey, professionally speaking, we want these guys to look and feel as good as possible, right? Not just with our stream, but with seeing how this league operates. And they have taken a lot. They've taken a lot of little elements on leagues that they've been in and said, here's how we want to do it, and it's made it work. So kudos to Chop Shop. I mean, in all honesty, and I know that they technically sponsor my platform too, but I will put them up against any league when it comes to how they run things.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of leagues, a lot of leagues, good and bad, and I'd say so far this is one of the smoothest ran. Everyone's real communicative professional, so I appreciate it and I hope to be around here for a while, and hopefully I can figure out how to run a 410 sprint next week because I don't do that.
That's what a lot of the main names that I know, yeah, they say the same thing. So we'll see how well that's gonna work. But Robbie, much love, man. Congratulations. We'll see you next week, brother.
Thank you, man.
That is the old 80 coming on P2. And last but not least, we're going to talk to Nate Wimhoff, correct?
Yep.
I got it right. All right. I like that. See, my last name is Followwell, okay? Followell. And you know how many times that thing gets all screwed up and jacked out. So I don't like messing up people's names. So it's a pet peeve of mine, just like don't sweat the small stuff. But Nate, P3 finished tonight. Similar story between you and Robbie. You had an up and down night tonight as well.
Yeah, I had a decent night. I was running off the free speed setup, and I didn't run them before because I just got home in time for the race, and only I could not run this because they're so tight and just could not push like no other.
What kind of adjustment did you have to make in this race to be able to make that work? Because you carried speed at the end.
Well, let's just say I just tried figuring out the setup, and luckily the track started to slick off a little better. So instead of pushing so much, I could actually get a little more loose going in the corners, and figured out the track a little better once it started coming in. And towards the end there, I figured the bottom would just be the main dominant of the whole race, but I guess high side came in a little better, and I just center it and didn't run it at all. And next thing you know, I just found speed up top towards the end.
I tell you what, that was a heck of a battle throughout. Kigo said his battle with you killed his arms.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, especially I think mid race after that one restart, coming into 3 and 4, I just pushed in and I just got super tight and I just couldn't figure it out. Got sent all the way to the back, and I started out back there and tried to figure out the setup a little more as the track started to progress and get slicker, and didn't mean to door a few guys. I was kind of banging doors with a few guys, didn't mean to, but it's a little racing. Might have sent door a little guy too hard. Like I said, did not mean to, but then started gaining some speed throughout the race. Started rolling the bottom a little better once I figured out the setup a little more and whatnot. And yeah, it's a lot of good battle, especially with Robbie there at the end, which was a good finish there with him. Fun race.
It looked like you guys were at least having fun. First race of the season. A lot of things will. One, there's always room for one, more drivers, but two, there's always room for improvement. Figuring out what setup you're going to be pushing, what changes you need to make, and as you figure out the series and figure out the season, it's gonna be insane to see what you do. 410 sprints next week for the series. What's your mindset on alternating?
Well, I haven't really ran the 410 sprints very often, and like I was talking to Robbie, same thing with him. He doesn't run it very often, so we'll see how I do. I need to test out the setup that I think Michael put into Discord and test it out a few times, see how I like it, see how I need to run it, and just send it. Hopefully, I can do just as good as I did tonight.
It'll be a full send week next week. One wrong move next week, and it'll be another one bites the dust kind of situation. So,
oh yeah,
it was awesome to watch you work, Nate. Much love to you. Congratulations on a P3 finish tonight, brother. Give you a shout out. It's your time.
thanks for having me.
Oh no, you got to give thanks. You got to give thanks to people that let you do this, or I know you probably do it on your own too, but I'm sure there's somebody you can thank out there.
I guess Cody Williams for the rap I have, and other than that, I just do this by myself. Just got into it, and then thought, hell, I'll also start running some leagues because I never had to since I'm in college right now, and so finally got my own PC, and yeah. I guess I could just shout out to Cody Williams for the awesome design and wrap he gave me for my cars, and people need to check him out. He's really good at making them.
See, that's what I mean. What I like. That's exactly what it's all about, and we appreciate it. Great race by Church says great race by all the drivers. It was a fantastic race. Nate, much love, man. We will we hope to see you in the top 3 next week, and good luck in the rest of your races this week.
All right, thank you.
That is Wim Hof. He comes home P3. Justin Brown, your victor and your hard charger of the race. Phenomenal race by all the drivers. That was great. I thought it was a great first race of the season. Again, apologies about the ads out there, folks, in the middle of all of this. If you're out there watching on Twitch, I am going to raid over. We're going to raid somebody with whoever's out there. So make sure that if you're on YouTube, jump over to Twitch. Let's go show some love. to everybody. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. If you're out there on Twitch and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/Signature Esports or Signature Esports in the channel. I want to make sure that we send people off and send people over to some fellow iRacers, or maybe there's another broadcast going on out there. Much love to Budgie. Be safe, she says. I agree. Be safe to everybody out there. Thank you again to Adrenaline Signs and Wraps. Thank you to Klosterman Engraving. Thank you to Hoosier Tire. Thank you to Thompson Racing, of course, Admin Box Track Racer, Ballstats, B&B Music, and all the fine folks out there that help put this on. Thank you to Penguin for being out there, as well as the race controller. And, of course, and always, thank you to all of our sponsors and affiliates, Carpets, Beef Jerky Unlimited, of course, for all the driver cams, Chop Shop Racing for being a sponsor of Signature Esports, Maynard Racing as well. And, of course, and always, thank you to Surge Performance, National TV Sales and Rental for helping us continue to move forward. And, of course, and always, if you want to sponsor Signature Esports, we have the opportunities available, and it is available today. So make sure that you do that. We've had good interest in our sponsorship stuff, and we want to make sure that everybody can do what they can to do what they can. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everybody. I know that I've probably talked to a couple of dozen people about sponsoring that segment, but I want to make sure that you folks know that we try to do the best that we can to build a platform that makes sim racing fun and look entertaining, and I try to do the best that I can to do so as well. So, folks, I haven't. If I don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you again very soon. Be good, be safe, be kind of. That is the most important thing out there. That is the ultimate objective, and a fantastic dirt race for week 1. Wrong button.